What is up, everybody? Just wanted to do a quick comparison and review of two of Benchmade's automatic knives, the Benchmade 5500 Mini Presidio, which is this knife here on top, and the Benchmade 2550 Mini Reflex, which is the knife here on the bottom. Both are automatic knives, so your laws may vary in regards to if you can carry these or own them, but I'm lucky enough to be able to own them. I live here in Utah. I've got a Blade HQ right down the street from me, one of the biggest knife vendors and Benchmade dealers around, so I'm lucky in that regard. You can see they're pretty close to the same size. Just wanted to do a quick comparison. Let's start with the Mini Reflex here. Made with a 154 cm steel on the blade, fairly thin blade, 1.1 inches thick. The handle is 0.47, so just under a half an inch thick, and that's one of my qualms with this knife is I think it could be a little thinner. I've had a couple really good knives from Kershaw lately, a little auto, what do they call it? Can't remember the Storm, I believe, but it's a super thin knife. It has the same deployment mechanism, but that said, I still love this knife. It's not too thick. The button, the automatic deployment button, is a little gritty on this one. I don't know if you can hear it, but you start pushing it, grinds a little bit, just like that. So you've got to get it a good firm push to get that blade to pop. Great everyday carry choice, easy one-handed operation. It's quick, it's lightweight. It doesn't feel like it's a heavy-duty knife, more suited for your lightweight chores and things of that nature, and just to carry in your pocket. The weight on that thing is 2.7 ounces. Overall length 7.32 and close length is 4.16. The blade length on that thing is 3.16. This is the Mini Presidio, smaller cousin to the Presidio, obviously, or little brother. And it's a little bit heavy duty, more of a heavy duty knife. It feels more substantial. It's 1 ounce heavier, so the total weight on this one is 3.7. A little thicker. You can see it's got some great machining there in the handles. These are machined aluminum handles and really allows for a great purchase. The blade shape and contour is much more heavy duty, feels more stout, like more of a work blade. Although the thickness is only a fraction of a bit thicker than the Mini Reflex is at 0.115. It just feels like a more substantial knife. Now the opening mechanism on this one is the auto access, which I really love, and just the auto version of the access lock. So if you pull this little lever down, that thing will just fly open. It hits hard. It's a much more positive feeling lock than the Mini Reflex. You hit that thing and it's, the term everyone uses is like a bench or a bank vault, and it really feels like that. Absolutely no play, very heavy duty knife. This would be great for an everyday carry. You can see the Mel Pardue logo there, 154 cm. I wish these were both made of a different steel, but I'll take the 154. That's better than like a 440 series. They both have a lock on the back of the knife to lock them either open or closed. I'm not sure why you'd want that if you're going to be carrying it, but both great autos while being quite a bit different from each other. The Reflex is a lighter knife, more handy. The Mini Presidio is a little bit of a heavier duty knife. When you hear the term mini, they seem like they would be small, but these are not small. I've got fairly big hands, and fills your hand. It's about the right size, and I would actually like to see a mini in both of these. It's even a little bit smaller to make a little bit more of a carry package. As far as comparison, I've got a Benchmade 940 here that is my favorite everyday carry knife, and I thought that these were going to be quite a bit smaller as the mini versions, but they are not. You can see that they're actually about the same size and handle length. The 940 is just a titch bigger. So don't let the mini fool you, but you can see there how they stack up. 940 is just a hair longer, about the same size. And then on the 5500 Mini Presidio, great looking blades. It's got a good belly to the blade on this mini Presidio. Good for, I mean, if you're an outdoorsman, good for skinning or cutting, things of that nature. The tip isn't as fine as you would get on the mini Reflex. This one is just a great, I mean, it's a, let's be honest, most of the time we're going to be opening packages and cutting tape and rope and things like that, and this one would do great in that kind of a role. But both great automatic knives. I picked mine, like I said, picked mine up from Blade HQ. They're usually, I can't remember what I paid, around 150 bucks a piece, maybe a little more. And there's the 940 in there for comparison's sake. But hopefully this was helpful if you're considering one of these knives. If you've got any questions, let me know and I'd be happy to answer them. Thank you very much.